The Communist Party of India Marxist, also known as CPI, today launched strong statewide protest across Kerala following Enforcement Directorate raids conducted at multiple locations linked to senior party leader and former Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan in connection with the ongoing Cochin Minerals and Rutile Limited, that is CMRL, money laundering investigation involving Excelogic Solutions. The ED carried out searches at around a dozen premises across the state under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, including the rented residence of Pinarayi Vijayan. The action is part of a wider probe into the alleged financial irregularities involving CMRL and Excelogic Solutions Private Limited, a company that is owned by Vijayan's daughter Veena. And as information of the raids broke early today morning, CPI workers gathered in large numbers outside Pinarayi Vijayan's residence and other parts of Kerala, staging protest and raising slogans against the ED and the central government. Police deployed heavy security in sensitive areas in order to prevent escalation, and protesters were shifted away from restricted zones near the residence. And despite restrictions, demonstrations intensified as senior CPI leader arrived at the protest site and mobilized party workers across multiple districts. The CPI leadership strongly condemned the ED action, alleging that the BJP-led union government was misusing central investigative agencies in order to target opposition leaders through politically motivated cases. Party leaders described the raids as retaliatory politics and an attempt at an opposition witch hunt, asserting that the party would resist the move both politically and legally. And according to CPI, the timing and scale of the searches clearly indicate a coordinated attempt to put pressure on the party and its leadership in Kerala. And following an emergency meeting of top CPI leaders, State Secretary M.V. Govindan also announced that the party would organize torchlight protest across all the 14 districts of Kerala in the evening. He alleged that the raids were part of a broader political conspiracy that is aimed at weakening the Left Democratic Front government and undermining CPI's influence in the state. Govindan further claimed that there was a convergence of interest between the BJP and the Congress in targeting Pinarayi Vijayan and accused central agencies of selectively pursuing opposition leaders while ignoring others. He also referred to the comments made during recent political campaigns, alleging that Congress leaders had previously questioned why no apprehension had been made in connection with the case. The CPI leadership maintained that such statements reflected political coordination aimed at discrediting the party and its leadership. CPI General Secretary M.A. Baby also condemned the raids, calling them a direct attack on a senior opposition leader and an attempt to intimidate the party. And in a statement, he said that such actions would neither weaken Pinarayi Vijayan nor the CPI, adding that the party would continue to fight back politically and democratically. Rajya Sabha MP John also criticized the raids, describing them as another example of the misuse of central agencies in order to harass political opponents and suppress dissenting voices. Meanwhile, Left Democratic Front allies, including the CPI, RJD, Congress S, NCP, Kerala Congress M and Kerala Congress B extended full support to the statewide protest, strengthening the political response against the ED action. CPI leaders stated that mass mobilizations and democratic demonstrations would continue across Kerala in the coming days as part of an organized resistance. And according to the officials, the ED investigation is based on allegations that Cochin Minerals and Rutile Limited made payments of around rupees 1.72 crore to Excelogic Solutions between 2017 and 2020 without receiving any actual services in return. Investigators also suspect that all these transactions may be a part of a larger financial network involving bribery and money laundering. And the case was first flagged in 2023 when questions were raised about the financial dealings between CMRL and Excelogic Solutions. And following all these allegations, the Serious Fraud Investigation Office, that is SFIO, under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, launched a detailed investigation. Later in 2024, the Enforcement Directorate registered a case under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act in order to trace the flow of funds and examine possible violations. In April 2025, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs approved prosecution proceedings based on the SFIO report, which named multiple companies and individuals and raised concerns that the total value of transactions could be higher than earlier estimated figures. The Income Tax Interim Settlement Board also flagged inconsistencies in the payments, stating that they appeared inconsistent with genuine business activity. Well, a day before the ED raids, the Kerala High Court also dismissed a petition filed by CMRL seeking to quash the investigation, observing that the matter was still at a stage and did not warrant judicial interference. The court allowed the investigation to proceed and declined to extend interim protection previously granted to company officials. Authorities further stated that the ED's coordinated searches are part of an ongoing effort in order to trace the complete money trail and verify the nature of the transactions involved. And the investigation is still underway, and officials maintain that further action will depend on the evidence gathered during the probe. And as the situation continues to develop, the case remains politically sensitive in Kerala, with strong reactions from both the ruling and opposition parties and widespread protest expected to continue across the state. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.